I'm sorry, it's not pride, it's self-valuation. You don't need bad energy around you. Where I was then isn't where I am right now, because I discovered that there was a shift. Tell yourself that you are enough. You are 1,000 times enough. So hey loves, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be dissecting all about leveling up in your 20s. So if you're watching this video, definitely you'll be looking for means to level up in your 20s and step up your game. So if you're interested, stick around, get comfortable, and let's dive into the video of today. Before we get right into the video, if you're new here, hi, you're welcome. It's a privilege to have you all here once again. And if you are not new here, definitely you're a returning subscriber. Oh my god, you are welcome. And you know, on this channel we talk about creative content on skincare, beauty, vlogs, and lifestyle. In today's video, I'm going to be dishing out the ways you can adopt in your 20s in order to level up, step up your game, change the game around, and bust up. The first ways you can level up in your 20s is to reset your mind. And when I'm talking about resetting your mind, I'm talking about configuring your mind for positivity and productivity. And now, with your mind, you can create sorrow, you can create happiness. With your mind, you can create success, you can create failure. And now, your mind is one of the strongest weapons you possess. Every time you work on your mindset, you program your mindset, you reset your mind, configure your mind, station your mind to embrace growth and to embrace success. If you haven't stationed your mind for growth and productivity, my sister, there is no how you can attain that height of leveling up in your 20s. Now, I want you to reset your mind right now. I want you to believe in your mind that there is no limitation to what you can achieve, and there is no restriction to how far you can go in life. So I just want you to position your mindset on growth. I want you to have a very good, healthy mindset that yes, you can embrace success, you can embrace prosperity, you can embrace riches, you can make impact in your generation. I want you to work on your mind and make success a must. Now, you have to be mentally conscious of where you are, what you want to become, and where you are headed. And now, the power of the mind cannot just be overemphasized. Now, the power of the mind is just the doorway to setting you up for either success or setting you up for failure. If you're watching me and you're someone who always look down on yourself, please, I want you to trash up that kind of mindset, and I want you to configure your mind for self-affirmation and self-worth. Now, I want you to always believe in yourself and tell yourself that yes, I can do it, you can do it, you are strong, you are capable, you are hardworking, you are exceptional. No one can do it the way you can. You are unique, in fact, you are fabulous. You need to give yourself some positive words of affirmation. So this really go a long way into setting you up for growth. The reason why I'm making more emphasis on this mindset is because the mind is one of the strongest weapons, which I've said earlier on. And now you just have to set your mind for success. You have to set your mind and look at yourself as someone who is successful. That is just the first step into leveling up before other ways can come in. Tell yourself that you are enough. You are 1,000 times enough. You are talented. You are multitasking. You are capable. You are strong. You are intelligent and all that. And of course, you're gonna see changes around you. Now, the second ways you can level up in your 20s is to trash out some cycles. Now, there are some cycles that you need to trash out. You need to discard them immediately. Now, there are some kind of friends you keep around your domain who don't appreciate growth, who are not eager to embrace growth around them. Like, I don't understand, why are you keeping them around your domain? You need to be very meticulous about the kind of circles you keep, because our circles and our peer group plays a vital role, have a kind of influence on us. As a lady who is very intentional and meticulous about leveling up in her 20s, you have to be very sensitive enough to the kind of friends you welcome to your domain, the kind of circles you keep. I'm sorry, it's not pride, it's self-valuation, and it is self-check. You're trying to check and balance yourself, because there are some friends that you don't even need to bring to your cycles. There are some friends that will lead you to failure because of the kind of mindset they have, and there are some friends that don't appreciate growth. So you have to be in a place whereby your friends, your cycles challenge you to do more. Your cycles embrace success. Your cycles embrace growth. They want to explore different paths in life. They want to learn skills and all that. So I once lived in Ogun State before, and I discovered that environment wasn't really making impact to my life, and I was like, oh my god, I can't remain there in Ogun State. I had to switch back to Lagos. Of course, I was born and brought up in Lagos, and at some point we went down to Ogun State. So, but the mindset over there, the way their mindset are, the way they configure their mindset isn't really a configured mindset for growth. Let me put it that way. So when I discovered that the environment is kind of having a negative impact on my growth success, I had to, will I say redeploy? I have to come down to Lagos so that I can position myself to the rightful niche, to the rightful circles, and the right friends that will make me want to do more. So once you surround yourself with negative people, people who don't appreciate growth, people who don't see greatness in you and even in themselves. So I'm very sorry, because those negative people will have influence in you, and you become to see yourself as someone who can't explore in life. Now the negativity will have a negative influence on you. So that's just the gospel truth. So you have to be very mindful of the kind of friends you welcome into your domain. It is very important. You really need to take this seriously. It's a necessity. You have to be very careful of who you welcome into your domain. You don't need bad energy around you. You don't need people who will bring you down. Instead, you need people who will elevate you. Yes. Now let's just use for instance, let's use the staircase as an example. Now once you're climbing a staircase, you're going higher, you're going higher, you're going higher, you're going higher. And if you kind of have any load on you, any big load on your back, something drawing you backward, you see, it's not going to be easy, because even when you're trying to climb higher, trying to climb the step up and up and up and up, the load is kind of drawing you backward and backward. So now I want you to picture that load as negative people, negative influence, negative cycles. So you don't need them along. You don't need them along in your journey of success. You just need to trash them off, and keep heading, step up and keep moving, and trust me, you will get to your goals. So in a nutshell, the kind of friends you keep matters a lot. You have to be very mindful of the kind of friends you keep. Now there are some kind of friends that you come in contact with, oh my god, they just keep setting you up for growth. They keep elevating you. They tell you, what do you want to do, what can you do, okay, let's do this, let's dive into this, you understand. So the kind of friends you have matters a lot. It determines how far you go in life. I am someone who don't just welcome anyhow friends into me, and honestly, to be frank with you, I have discarded, in fact I have trashed some friends. Please, it is not pride. You are trying to secure your head. You don't need bad energy. You don't need negativity around you. In summary, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that the kind of friend you keep matters a lot. The kind of circles around you really have a negative or positive influence on you. It has a strong influence on you. It's kind of like socialization. Your social life matters a lot. Now, I want you to understand that there are some kind of friend that will come into your circles, that will come to your life, and everything will be looking like, wow, you are ahead, you're elevating. Because where you were before won't be where you are right now. Of course, there are some kind of people that I came in contact with, I came across with, and I discovered that yes, where I was then isn't where I am right now, because I discovered that there was a shift. There was a move. Do you understand? Why there are some kind of friends that will just draw you down? Please, you don't need those bad energy around you. You have to be very serious. See, if you want to know how far you will go in life, examine your friends. Know the kind of friends you welcome. There are some friends that will set you up for growth. There are some friends that are there to challenge you, and when you look at them, you'll be like, oh, what am I doing? You also need to step up your game. So you need to check and balance your friend, evaluate your friends, analyze your friends, your environment, everything. So these are one of the vital things you really need to consider into leveling up in your 20s. If you don't put all these things into consideration, my sister, you won't level up. The third ways I'm going to telling you all about leveling up in your 20s is to learn skills and monetize them. So let's just say learn skills and monetize them. Now in your 20s right now, you're trying to achieve your goals, you're trying to attain success, you're trying to get higher in life and all that. Now, what effort are you making? What effort are you putting on in your 20s? What skills can you do? These are things you need to put into consideration. There are some people who don't have any skills at all. You went to school, yeah, it's also a very good thing. Now, aside your certificate, do you have skills that you can monetize? So these are the things you have to put into consideration. Now, a lot of people find it very hard. Oh my God, find it very hard to invest their resources on themselves. I don't understand. So the high time you know that you are worthy of spending your resources on into acquiring knowledge, into acquiring skills that will help you in the long run, the better for you. There are so many skills you can attain in life. There are a lot. You have your phone, you can Google with your phone. There are a lot of skills you can acquire, and I want you to find yourself worthy enough to invest your resources on. Now you just need to learn skills. You have to have a skill that can fetch you income in the long run. You have to have a very good system that can help you for the future. So this is something we need to consider. So there are a lot of skills you can learn. Now you have to be open for ideas, new ideas. You have to embrace new ideas. You have to embrace new skills. You have to be open to new concepts. Now looking at the kind of world we are right now, if you really want to go far in life, you have to know how to do a lot of things. You have to be skillful. You don't need to settle for less. Don't settle for less. Don't get so comfortable where you are. Don't be so comfortable in your present state right now. Don't be stagnant. You can actually learn things and monetize them. Now think of an idea, think of a thought, work towards those ideas and make plans and try to actualize them. You can completely recreate yourself. No one was born with a particular skill in them. They actually worked for it, they learned it, and they recreated themselves intentionally. So you can completely recreate yourself. You can completely rebrand yourself. You can completely revamp yourself. So it's a matter of you. You just need to position your mind for growth. You need to be able to welcome new skills. You need to be open to ideas. You need to be open-minded. You want to learn new things. You want to explore. You don't want to be stagnant. No. So these are things you need to consider when you want to level up in your 20s. Fourth way, this is very important. The fourth way you're going to level up in your 20s is stop focusing on public opinion. You have to stop focusing on public opinion. Now, what is public opinion? Public opinion, I'm going to just give you a simple definition. Public opinion is the views, the perception, the feelings of the public towards a particular thing. Now a lot of people, before they want to venture into something, they are feeling like, what will people say, what will the masses say, blah blah blah, blah. You don't need that social validation. You don't need that public validation at all. You have to venture into that skill and get started. I can remember when I started my business, BBR Refers Enterprise. Of course, if you don't know, I sell hair care products for all hair type. So before I started that in my business, it's actually started during the corona pandemic. That was the COVID-19. So I told people around me, my siblings and all that I want to venture into this business. So we're like, will it grow? Will the business grow? Will it thrive? How are you sure you're gonna make it? Blah 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 blah. It was so hard on me. The kind of response I got from public and even people that I never respect was so demeaning. So it was really discouraging that they were like, are you sure this business will thrive and all that? But I never listened to the public opinion. So I want you to use me as an example, use me as a typical example and get it straight into your head. You have to avoid public opinion if you want to level up in your 20s. There is no how you're going to level up in your 20s if you keep welcoming people's opinion. There are times you need to trash out some opinions and get started and get serious with your life. The higher time you understand this, the better for you. Please, if you want to start any skill, if you have any career, any profession, any skill you want to start up, please venture into. Avoid public opinion. They won't take you anywhere. And along the line, once they start seeing progress, once they start seeing success, once they start seeing that you are attaining greatness in that field, that you see them come around you. You see them coming around your circles. So it's high time you trash out public opinion and get serious with your life. Public opinion won't take you anywhere. The high time you know this, the better for you. Please don't allow public opinion, what will people say, public views and perception have a negative event on you and preventing you from leveling up or learning that skills or venturing into that business you want to do. Now, a typical example, there is a lady I so much admire. Now, I don't know I really don't know some hidden aspects of her life, but there is something I observe about her, and her name is Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is someone that don't care about the masses view. Oh my God, that lady is just so, when I mean very mature, she don't care what people are saying. She don't care about the perception of people. If you like, call her a hoe. If you like, call her this, call her that. If all the vloggers in the world carry her name up and down on social media angles, on online platform and all that, Lori Harvey won't just say a dime. her level of maturity is second, like it's something I don't understand, and I so much admire that in her. And if you look at her, she's really doing well in her field, she's doing well in her profession in her 20s. And so you have to be very, very meticulous of the kind of opinion you embrace. Please avoid public people, avoid public opinion, sorry, avoid public views and perception. They won't make you go far in life. In fact, use Lori Harvey as an example. Lori Harvey is so matured. She don't want to think of what would people say, what are the masses saying, what is the public saying, what are vloggers saying, what are bloggers, blah blah and all that. She is there. If you like say a lot of things, rant about Lori Harvey, she won't say a dime. And that is the kind of thing you need to incorporate into your life. Avoid public opinion, avoid public views, avoid public perception, and you will see growth. I am even a typical example. I told you earlier on, before I started my business, I got a lot of negative response from people, a lot of negative views on people. I don't, it will not grow, will you try, blah blah. If I stick to their word, will I be where I am right now? So please avoid public opinion. Please, you have to avoid public opinion. And the fifth ways you can level up in your 20s is to look good, dress good, and smell good. Now, a lot of people don't really emphasize on this, because when it comes to leveling up in your 20s, things you have to do in your 20s to level up and attain that height you want to attain, you hear things like skill up, learn skill, evaluate your circles of friends, reset your mindset, make plans, achieve them, actualize them, blah blah and all that. You hardly hear looking good, your appearance in the list. So as a lady who want to level up in your 20s, now the first impression that you're going to give to the surrounding and people around you is your appearance. Of course, is your appearance. Now you have to be very serious about looking good. You have to be very serious about dressing good, because when you look good, when you dress good, it boosts your confidence, it boosts your self vibe. Yes, so you have to be very, very serious about looking good. Looking good make you feel good of yourself. Please, you have to always show up good, show up clean, show up well dressed, well composed, you understand, well mannered. So you always have to look good. Just like this popular adage says that the way you dress is the way you be addressed. So you want to level up in your 20s, you need to look good. Looking good is a good business and is a necessity. So it's something you have to take into consideration when leveling up in your 20s. And come to think of it, when people of great minds, when intellectual people approaches you, the first thing they look at is your appearance. How your appearance is. Are you looking tush? Are you looking fantabulous? Are you looking well dressed and well mannered and all that? So these things are the things that attract them before other phases of your life, like your career life and all that. So you really need to be very, very mindful of how you dress. Please, looking good is a good business, and please, you don't really have to go break your bank account before you look good. There are some clothes in your collection, you can just get them, and there are ways you can combine clothes and you look smart and beautiful enough. And when I mean looking good, I don't mean going half naked and all that. There are ways you look good, and if someone can just get their eyes off you. So please, always dress good, smell good, and look good. Hey my love, this is what we're wrapping it up for today's video. I hope you learned a thing or two in today's video. If you really do, I'm so glad you really do. So I myself, I'm still in the level, I'm still in the process of building, of recreating myself and leveling up in my 20s. And this is one of the reasons why I put up this video, because I am really intentional about growth. I'm really intentional about leveling up in my 20s, and I also want to carry you all along the journey so that we can grow together. Make sure you stick around this channel. If you're a new subscriber, you are welcome. So on this channel, we talk about skincare, beauty, vlogs, lifestyle, and creative content like this. So you can check out our previous videos. You will find a lot of videos that are there, so enthralling, entertaining, and educative as well. So you can also check, I'm going to be placing the subscribe button here. You can also click on our subscribe button. Please subscribe to our channel, turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop new videos. You can also share, like, and please give us a new thumb up. I love you all of this, and I'm rooting for you. See you in my next video. Bye.